Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis. And just real quick before we get into this video, if you guys have been enjoying the daily crypto news, the daily crypto videos, literally I've been uploading I think at least one video. Mostly it's like about 4 videos a day. But I've been at least uploading one video for the past I don't even know, 5 months straight. And if you guys have been enjoying that content, definitely hit that like button. Also, comment down below if you are holding XRP and also HBAR, or even just one or the other, and why. Also, definitely subscribe if you guys haven't already. If you guys are new to the channel, I do greatly appreciate that. But with that being said, let's talk about the market. So we're kind of fluctuating here. I think that when the Asian markets open in the next 2 hours, I think that we could see some more volatile price action. That's most likely where we will see the major bottom point for Bitcoin. Overall, when we're talking about XRP, we're also talking about HBAR, the price action hasn't been exciting at all. I mean, realistically speaking, there's a lot of people that are saying we're about to pump tomorrow, and trust me, when we're talking about Hedera Hashgraph, I never say, that something's going to happen tomorrow or it's going to happen next week. I always say, it's going to move, by the end of the year. And when we talk about HBAR, I think HBAR and XRP are bound to move by the end of October. When we're talking about October, usually, September sucks. We go back to the market cycle, we go back to the patterns. And September always sucks for crypto, right? We've talked about this multiple times. October, November, and December are incredible for all of these assets. And even XRP and HBAR, I think that they are bound to make these massive new all-time highs. And we will get there. We just have to endure the slow process to get there. So overall, with that being said, let's just jump into it. Let's talk about some exciting news. So we did see Hedera Hashgraph make some headlines yesterday when Lehman basically went on mainstream media news and talked about HBAR. They were comparing it to Bitcoin. They were talking about how the future basically will run on HBAR, and it was very exciting to see. But I'm not going to comment on that, right? More so, I'm going to comment on this. So shout out to Barbarian. This is basically talking about this guy, Jason Brett, who is a former U.S. regulator at the FDIC in capital markets. Also, he basically also wrote, whatever, a little bit of some articles for Forbes. He also mentioned Hedera in at least one article. He was also a contributor to MTech's Project New Dawn white paper, which we already know about. MTech is very interesting if you guys actually connect the dots. But we also see that he basically is now going to be a lobbyist for Hedera Hashgraph, effective August 31st as regards to cryptocurrency/DLTs. Basically, this is a lobby and registration that is pretty much on September 25th, it was filed. We could actually see that over here. Now, the interesting thing about this is that the general issues here are financial institutions, investments, and securities. I think that this is very interesting because when we look at the long-term view for Hedera Hashgraph, we always look at securities offerings in regards to LCX as well, which is partnered with them. But we also see a lot of things in regards to what is actually going to be happening in regards to financial institutions, CBDCs, central banks. We also talk about the financial institutional areas of the world when we talk about digitization and tokenization of nearly everything. I think that this could be huge when we're talking about this. So I think that this is a great connection, especially to MTech. When we talk about MTech, MTech is just filled with gems. Talking about CBDCs, I've discussed a lot of these just yesterday. We also talk about a lot of things happening around the world in regards to MTech because they're basically spreading like a wildfire in regards to CBDCs and central banking, and also even talking about open banking. We also talk about regulatory sandboxes. We do even see here. We also talk about financial services. Overall, MTech is a massive giant. So I think that this is a great little bit of a puzzle piece to kind of connect the dots a little bit more. At some point in time, I think we will see some sort of announcement happening with CBDCs or some sort of financial institution building with Hedera Hashgraph. Who knows? That would be absolutely massive. We already know that it has major banks on the GC members, so wouldn't be a surprise to me. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. Now, let's go to some XRP news. So we do see here, it is an exciting time to build in crypto. More advice for entrepreneurs from the great Alexis Ohanian, or I believe, I don't know how to say his name to be completely honest with you, but overall, I hope I didn't butcher it too bad. But we do see here, one, your community is your best moat when you put the work into building it. Two, users only care about UX, an anti-maximalist view. You'll also hear know a lot. Now, this is talking about building the future of technology in regards to the XRP ledger as well. Now we do see here, of all the places to be building, of all the technology to be building on, crypto and blockchain is the most exciting. Technology that ultimately helps people feed their families or pay their bills. That's going to move very quickly. And again, listen, I've said it multiple times. When we talk about technology being stifled in the US, it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's honestly just a negative way of impacting the people, because crypto and the technology behind it, right, has the potential to really kind of prosper us into a new age and allow for a lot more efficient, ways of being paid, making payments, all of that kind of stuff. I pay fees on a daily basis, especially with transacting from, PayPal or just utilizing a bank in general. And it's such a terrible way of transacting. I can't wait for the day that I could just utilize XRP on a daily basis or HBAR on a daily basis, whatever the case may be. I'm going to love that day, because that's going to be the day that I truly know that we have, embarked on the journey into a digitized world of finance. Now, we also see over here in the last session of the day of the Apex Dev Summit, we have David Fueling talking about the CBDC Ledger solution that Ripple X Dev are building using the XRP Ledger technology and code via sidechains. Check this out. This is a huge step into the future of CBDCs. We see the XRP Ledger, right? Based upon the open source XRP Ledger code base changes proposed and voted on by the XRP Ledger. Then we see the CBDC Ledger. This is that private ledger aspect that they were talking about in regards to cross-border payments and central banking. Also based on the open source XRP Ledger code base, changes proposed and implemented by each central bank community. Then we also see the CBDC Ledger, private network of peer-to-peer servers running CBDC Ledger software. And then we also see the CBDC down there, a digital asset on the CBDC Ledger that represents a fiat currency with markets controlled by central banks, all powered by the XRP Ledger, utilizing XRP as the main fuel source for the XRP Ledger. Isn't that funny to see? This could be huge. Definitely. I definitely see it being huge. And then we also see why private deployments for CBDCs. And here is all of that. So we do see proven security, maintain control, enhance innovation, and XRP Ledger tooling. Now, a lot of people will say, well, why wouldn't CBDCs choose Hedera over XRP? Well, it's simple, right? It's just the idea of, CBDCs will be able to choose any technology out there that has some sort of technology like this. I'm not saying that XRP is going to swallow up every single CBDC out there, but the main concern is just making sure that all of these are interoperable together, and that's the big problem, and that's the big concern about a lot of these assets. So when we're talking about XRP is very interoperable with any other asset, especially even HBAR. So it doesn't matter which one of these succeed. I think that they both will long term. I mean, they have the technology and the teams behind them to really succeed. And I think that these are two of the most legitimate projects that we could actually be holding in this space as well, XRP and HBAR. So I think that these two are going to be doing incredible things overall. And yeah, I think that this is great. I think that this is an incredible CBDC solution. And again, it marches us forward into the digitized world of finance. Now, we also see here CBDCs are coming, and I think that's why we as developers should care. If we do our jobs right, we could take the knowledge and resources that we're learning about the XRP Ledger and apply them to the CBDC landscape. What a surprise. So overall, when we're talking about XRP and we're talking about CBDCs, again, I think XRP is a great choice, and I also think HBAR is going to be a great choice, but I also think that HBAR, I think that the Fed is working with them closely, possibly. I'm just going to say possibly, right? Because we already know that MTech is already working with the Fed, and they already have the Project New Dawn infrastructure bill written up, or I should say the white paper, that mentions MTech working with, Microsoft and also Hedera Hashgraph, and I think also IBM to actually fuel CBDCs. So I think that that could be huge, and I already think that it's almost into fruition as well with HBAR. But again, that is just one CBDC. It's not all of them, and I still think that CBDCs out there could plug in to the Ripple XRP Ledger. And when we talk about that, we always talk about the United Kingdom. We also talk about other areas around the world, even with Mexico and stuff. There could be a lot of CBDCs out there. So don't say just one is going to control all of them, because it's not. They're going to be interoperable with each other. Now we also see over here Ripple launches a $250 million NFT fund. This is really great to see. I mean, I think NFTs are going to be a great way of pretty much marching into collectibles and stuff like that. But we also see here the fund unveiled Wednesday as part of Ripple's XRP Ledger Developer Summit. Will aim to foster innovation in tokenization with a focus on NFTs. Of course, tokenization is the future. I've already been telling you guys about that forever now. Creators, brands, and marketplaces will be given support to explore how the XRP Ledger's speed and cost can support new use cases for NFTs. Isn't it crazy how much NFT adoption has been taking place lately? And it's to really kind of lower fees and lower the idea of how slow they are with the Ethereum market. So I think that this is great to see a lot of these assets kind of thriving in the NFT area for low cost fees. I think it's ultimately going to put Ethereum to sleep in regards to the idea of it being utilized for NFTs altogether. But we also see here the Creator Fund is being launched by Ripple in partnership with NFT marketplaces Mintable and Mint NFT and brand design agency VSA Partners. Ripple has been relatively absent so far from the NFT battleground, which has largely been dominated by Ethereum, with other ecosystems such as Solana also competing. Again, I think that this could also allow XRP to really gain some traction in regards to price appreciation, as we do see Solana pumping to massive numbers off of NFT adoptions overall. We also see the potential for the XRP Ledger as a platform for NFT trading was highlighted by Japan-based financial services firm SBI Holdings, and it's building a more sustainable, scalable, and accessible future for NFTs with XRP Ledger. And we also see the blockchain XRP Ledger has the ability to tokenize not only XRP, but also a variety of other assets. Now that could be great to see overall. And again, when we talk about NFTs, I think that NFTs are going to grow in adoption more and more. Again, I've talked to you guys about how NFTs don't have to just be art. It could be, healthcare. We already know that Hedera Hashgraph is in the NFT healthcare scene. NFTs could be massive in a sense of, taking it actually seriously, not in terms of, memes selling for $100 million and all this crazy stuff, right? More so, we talk about how NFTs could really kind of reinvent the game in terms of, non-fungible tokens. So tokenization is going to be a great aspect. I think that it's also a great aspect in regards to price appreciation for a lot of assets, including XRP and HBAR. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.